Give us a state of the state at Federal Energy. A lot of action going on in energy these days, a tremendous amount of activity going on with various types of energy sources, et cetera. Give us 10 seconds. What does the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission do? And then tell us how you're doing over there in regards to what you got cooking.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me here today. I'm excited to see all of you. FERC's mission is economically efficient, safe, reliable, and secure energy for consumers. So we're really regulating the energy markets. So, obviously, from my perspective, data underpins all of this work. We have all of our administrative and operational data tracking all of our day-to-day work. We have a lot of statutory requirements in terms of how we respond to requests from the public, orders and other things. So we have to make sure that we're meeting all of those statutory requirements. So we track a lot of data to ensure we never miss any of our statutory deadlines. Of course, we have all of our HR financial contracts type data. And then we have a large volume of a lot of kind of mission data. So we're watching market data, trading and financial data between energy providers and regulated entities, performance metrics of operators. We get a fair amount of subscription data in from various subscription services that are tracking and monitoring grid behavior. So we use all this data to, like I said, monitor the markets. We're looking for fraudulent behavior, making sure no one's doing bad stuff, trying to game the markets. We're trying to anticipate reliability issues on the grid. We're inspecting energy infrastructure, doing a lot of economic, geographic, and environmental impact analyses of policies and regulations to ensure that our policies are having the impacts that we expect them to have. So where my team comes into all of this, so my team's mission is to support FERC through leadership, governance, policy setting, advisory services, and collaborative outreach to optimize enterprise data and information assets. And in our strategic plan, we have targeted data objectives to mature data stewardship and improve data-driven decision-making. So to support these objectives, there's sort of three broad areas that my team really focuses on. So we have to effectively manage all of the information collections that come into FERC. So not that I want to get into a world of Paperwork Reduction Act, but FERC currently maintains about 115 control numbers with OMB to collect data, which really extrapolates into about over 200 some collections of data. So that means we need to make sure that we're being very thoughtful about all of that data coming in from the public and our regulated entities. We need to make sure that we're being thoughtful about any burden imposed on them, and that data can come into us as cleanly as possible to make it as useful as possible. As you mentioned, with data scientists, we want to be able to move them up the value chain. We don't want them to just be spending all of their time just cleansing the data. We want them to be able to use the data. So we want to make sure all of those information collections are as we are making sure they're machine readable, that they're usable, all that kind of stuff. The second big piece, really, building and maturing data governance. So we want to make sure that we're improving the coordination across the entire data lifecycle, establishing a data stewardship framework. So all of our data stewards across the commission have a strong understanding of what their responsibilities are, what those expectations look like, and defining and governing our conceptual data architecture. So we know what all of our those entities and attributes across our data look like. And then to make sure all of this works together and to get into the topic today around AI and big data, we are building an analytics platform. So this is a cloud-hosted data and analytics platform that provides easier access to all of our data for our analysts to make use of the various data technologies available. So this really is kind of a tangible delivery of the information collections coming in, our data governance activities. Sometimes I like to think of our analytics platform as the carrot that inspires people to want to comply with these very bureaucratic governance activities. And so within that, we have a number of technologies. We have data prep tools, we have ETL tools, metadata management, modeling tools, various data science notebooks capabilities, analytics, visualizations, business intelligence type tools, and then also a data governance and stewardship tool as well. So there's we sort of have a number of capability swim lanes.
A lot of activity going on there.